Full Velocity TV begins now.
And a very pleasant, happy Easter to each of all of you out there watching us tonight. And thank you for tuning in for a Sunday delight here. The goodie for your Easter basket here live on Full Velocity TV, your source for esports racing, powered by the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show this evening. Modified Mayhem tonight for our friends over at the Grassroots Racing League. Dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway for a very special event here. Money on the line. And if we get the cash payout before this evening is done, we'll let you know exactly how much money these guys are racing for throughout the field. But happy to have you in here live tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network. The Dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, presented by our friends over at Hannibal Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, and also a brand new sponsor to us here at the network, BladeNode.com. We'll tell you a whole lot more about them here in a little bit, but we have racing action about to take to the racetrack here. Looks like a pretty solid car count here for an late afternoon, early Sunday evening for you here on your Easter holiday. So let's take you out to the racetrack here as heat race number one of two. We're going to roll out to the racetrack now. And on the pole, we have car number 18. He set tonight's Hard Motorsports quick time with a 16.233. That is Kyle Surratt, and alongside the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler, is Brett Rolls. Row number 2, the number 61 car is Josh Peacock with the number 19 car of Chris Brown. In row number 3, the number 12, our buddy Electric Eric Eichstadt aboard car number 12, and alongside in the 73, that is Stephen Moore. And in our fourth and final row on the inside, we find the driver of car number 16, David Blackberg, and alongside of David in the number 15, that is Justin Pruitt. So 8 drivers out there in these UMP Modified Mayhem tonight at the Dirt Track, Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are live on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Got to thank the sponsors here for this great event tonight. Tennessee Backwoods Racing, also Team H&L, and Eichstadt Wraps. Thank all those guys for coming aboard. We'll tell you all about the awards those guys are going to dole out here at the end of the day, as well as we have Phil Lacasse here on the mic, Jack Chewin on the controls for me here tonight. The Phil and Jack attack, as we've got pretty close to doing here on a Sunday night. So we go green flag racing for the first time tonight. Kyle Surratt going to lead Brett Rolls here through iRacing, iFlag. Green flag out on the racetrack. They hit turn number 3 and 4. Surratt versus Rolls into turn number 3. Give it to Surratt. They're running that bottom lane off of 4. And that's going to leave Rolls to have the race for his life with number 61 of Joshua Peacock. Josh already now puts that white and green 61 to the low side. He'll put his way up to that second spot. 45 car there running in that third position. Now we're going to look to the low side of the racetrack. I think that's Brett Rolls' machine. For whatever reason, the custom number overlay on my screen not working for me, so I believe that is Brett Rolls. He is on the high side. There's a 17 car, so that I see Eric Eichstadt in the 12 there, riding in the 4th spot. So those guys really getting after it there for position number 4. Off of turn number 4 is a little bit of change here on my timing and scoring, still catching up. Kyle Surratt is leading over Josh Peacock. Chris Brown of the 19 car, he is up to 3rd. Eric Eichstadt, Stephen Moore, Brett Rolls dropping back to 6th with Justin Pruitt and David Blackburn making up the field here. Next time by, we'll hit halfway here. 5 in, 5 to go here for heat race number 1, and so far so good for the 18 of Kyle Surratt out front. Josh Peacock running there for 2nd. Great race going on for 3rd between Eric Eichstadt and Chris Brown. Eric going to use the outside lane of the racetrack to his advantage. Powers by the front straightaway down to turn number 1. Eric Eichstadt now going to put the Eichstadt Wraps number 12 car up to the 3rd spot. Cool to see some of my street stock buddies out here in a UMP Modified here tonight. Glad to have them all aboard, as I am glad to have you guys out there watching me live tonight via Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitch TV. A great Easter holiday, and what better way to spend the end of the evening with your maybe dessert hangover there, a little pie, a little cake, whatever you may have, and join in tonight here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Kyle Surratt, our quick time here this evening, presented by Hard Motorsports. He's going to lead the field here off of turn number 2. A good 3-car race, will second spot between Josh Peacock in the number 61, Eric Eichstadt with 12, Chris Brown in the 19. Those guys running in the top 4. Race going on for that 5th spot between Stephen Moore in the 73 and Brett Rolls in the 17. Justin Pruitt also on the back end of that as well. Those guys racing are 5th, 6th, and 7th back there, but we look for a race for 3rd now. A race for 2nd, I should say, into turn number 3 is Eichstadt going to look at alongside of Peacock. Chris Brown's going to ride the 19. We're up there ripping the lip up high. See if he can't make that thing dance off of turn number 2 this time. He tries a low side, gets a little tad bit loose, and we're already white flag on the speedway here. This one is went by pretty quick. Off of turn number 4, the 18 of Kyle Surratt going to pick up the win in heat race number 1. Josh Peacock going to be in for 2. Eric Eichstadt 3rd. Chris Brown for 4th. Stephen Moore with a solid top 5 run, followed by Brett Rolls, Justin Pruitt, and David Blackburn. Our 8-car field here for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 about to come to the racetrack. But want to thank Caleb Ramsey out there for the Stars donations. Thank you, Caleb, for all what you do, the support you guys give us. Want to say hello to, I see Josh Peacock out there in chat. I see CB's out there as well. Trace Williams, great to have you as all aboard there watching us tonight live here at Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Want to say hello to all our sponsors out there as well. We got to thank the guys over here, of course. Tennessee Backwoods Racing. Look those guys on Facebook. That's a great follow. They do a lot of cool things over there. Also going to thank Eichstadt Wraps. Eric Eichstadt doing some terrific paint jobs over all these guys out there. Check him out at Eichstadt Wraps, and also Team H&L. Whole nother level racing. Those guys are a hell of a good racing team. See Josh Peacock representing as a bunch of the Team H&L guys have come out here tonight for an awesome event. Thank those guys for all coming aboard. Heat race number 2. Going to roll its way onto the racetrack. So let's take you through our 8-car starting lineup, our final heat race of the night. On the pole was going to be the 420 of David Clymer with the number 62, the showstopper, Jamie Massey on the outside pole. In row number 2, we find the number 21, the Evil One himself from Evil One Graphics. That's our buddy, Mr. Jim Revison, alongside in the 53. That is Derek Dubree. In the 3rd row aboard car number 14, that is going to be R.J. Klein, and alongside R.J. In the number 78, that is Stephen Radunes. In our 4th and final row on the inside, car number 13, our buddy Caleb Ramsey. And alongside number 22, that is Josh Thomas. So 8 drivers going to take their turn for 10 more laps around in heat race number 2. And hope you guys have got a comfy spot to watch, because this one's going to go away really, really quick. And we're going to have a great time doing it. And glad you guys are out here watching tonight. Live on Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. See my chat lighting up over there. And I see Todd checking in over there in chat as well. I'm sure he's over here in the live chat, but certainly sending me something. I see all the guys checking in as green flag on iRacing iFlag. Green flag comes out from the speedway. We roll into turn number 1 and 2, and right away, shot out of a cannon, our pole sitter David Clymer going to take the lead over Jamie Massey. They're going to go side by side for the 3rd spot between Jim Revis and the 53 of Derek Dubree off of turn number 4. Those guys doing an awesome job there, running side by side the complete lap number 1. Really cool to see a lot of guys we follow here routinely at DWR and the street stocks out here in these UMP modifieds, and this is a really cool scene for us all to see here. Great to see these guys come out and do some different things. As off of 4, Clymer going to lead over Jamie Massey. Revis going to hold on for 3rd over Derek Dubree. It's R.J. Klein, the 14, I should say, over Derek Dubree. Jim Revis dropping back in the 21 car to the 5th spot. He's going to fight with Caleb Ramsey and also Stephen Radunes. Those guys back there, a good 4-car battle for position on back. Give it to the 53 of Dubree. Revis now going to have to fight the 13 car of Caleb Ramsey. Radunes of the 78 there, as well as the 22 of Josh Thomas. Those guys race toward the back part of the field, but up front it is all still David Clymer as Radunes hits the wall here in 3 and 4. That car loses all the momentum. He's going to follow the back of the field. As we look back up front, we find the 420 of David Clymer leading Jamie Massey by 0.4 of a second. Last time by is this time by. We will be halfway home. 5 in, 5 laps remaining here at the dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the 420 car of David Clymer. Jamie Massey running 2nd. R.J. Klein there for 3rd. A couple of car lengths back, we find Derek Dubree in the 4th spot. And Jim Revis holding on right now to position in the top 5 as we work lap number 6 here. We put it to completion off of turn number 4. David Clymer going to lead over Jamie Massey. And how about the run here for the 14 of RJ Klein? RJ taking really well to these modifieds here in Charlotte tonight. Has that car up at the third spot, and he is digging for more here, running the middle part more to the low groove of the exit off of turn number 4. That's RJ Klein there in that third spot, but David Clymer up front here. He's checking out by about 8 car lengths off of turn number 2, and he's going to have 2 to go. Next time by at the start-finish line, 2 more trips around for the 420 of David Clymer. They start racing for the second spot now as the 62 of Massey slides up the racetrack. RJ Klein tries it deep into 1 and 2, walks up the hill. Can't quite clear that pass there. See if he takes one more stab at it into turn number 3. As we come to the white flag on the speedway, one more trip around here for the 420 of David Clymer. Looks like he's going to just coast on to the win of this one. The drama right now sits back here for the second spot as a battle between Jamie Massey in the 62 car up high. RJ Klein on the 14 low. RJ going to drive it deep, setting up the slider. Massey back to the low side. Clymer going to take the win. Jamie Massey going to pull off the slider there for second. RJ Klein for third. Derek Debris fourth. Jim Revis in fifth. Caleb Ramsey, Josh Thomas, Steven Radunes make up our 8 cars there for our 2 heat races. Feature event should be coming up here in a brief minute. So why don't we take a minute and give a shout out to our sponsors here at BladeNode.com. Now, guys, I want to give you a special deal here. BladeNode.com. Check these guys out. They are simple web solutions powered by nerds. We have web hosting, VPS servers, you know, a lot of good stuff going on over there. You got to check out all the great deals. BladeNode.com. At checkout, use promo code FBRN. You'll get 25% off your first purchase over there. So check these guys out. Vlad and Sam, great guys we talked to a lot last night. BladeNode.com. Look these guys up, all your dedicated server needs, game servers, web hosting. They do it all. Check them out now, and thank those guys for coming aboard here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. As too, we thank our buddy Tyler over at Head of a Record Service, the official caution flag sponsor of Full Velocity TV. Give those guys a follow on Facebook, Head of a Record Service. Also a big shout to our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Jeff Brown, the official green flag sponsor here of the Full Velocity Racing Network. The iRacing iFlag green flag will be coming out here on our 60-lap main event very, very shortly. So as we look out there, they start pulling away from pit road. What do you say we take this thing through our starting lineup here for 16 drivers, 60 laps around? On the pole is going to be car number 18. That is Kyle Surratt alongside of the 420. That is David Clymer. In row number 2, we find the 61 of Josh Peacock with the 62 of the showstopper Jamie Massey alongside. In the third row, Eric Eichstadt aboard car number 12. And RJ Klein aboard the number 14 rolls off from P6. In row number 4, we welcome to the network car number 19, Chris Brown. And alongside of Chris of the 53, that is Derek Dubry. Fifth row on the inside, very fast car here, number 73 of Stephen Moore. And alongside the evil one, car number 21 of Jim Revis, Evil One Graphics own Jim Revis, rolling off of position number 10. In the 6th row aboard car number 17, that is Brett Rolls, and alongside of Brett, in the number 13, that is Caleb Ramsey. 13th starter tonight will be car number 15, that is Justin Pruitt, and next door to Justin, in the number 22, that is Josh Thomas, the 16 of David Blackburn, the 78 of Steven Radunes. That is your field. The iRacing iFlag green flag goes in the air. We are racing at the dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Mod Mayhem tonight for the guys at Grassroots Racing. A runaway contact at 3 and 4. Going to give us a parking lot in our first Hannibal Record Service caution flag of the night. Yellow, yellow, yellow coming onto the speedway right on the opening lap of the race. And there was contact from about 7th on back into turn number 3. Believe Chris Brown, Derek Dubry, Jim Revis, the 3 cars that may have been involved over there. And I think it was the 53 car, maybe into the back of the 19, as we'll let Jack go down there and show our first Full Velocity replay spot presented by BladeNode.com. Thanks those guys a lot for coming aboard here. Our official instant replay sponsor is BladeNode.com. And Jack going to give you the replay there as he shows it. And it looks like the 12 of Eric Eichstadt gets into the side of the 19, gets a 19 car around. It collects Derek Dubry, it collects Jim Revis. So those guys go to the back of the field on lap number 3 under caution. Once again, all our yellow flags here at the network, presented by our friends over at Hannibal Record Service. You want to get involved being a sponsor here at Full Velocity TV, check out our rates now. package that Todd put on Facebook here a couple of days ago. Scroll down the page here over the Full Velocity Racing Network, or drop us here an old-fashioned message through the page, or a snail mail. Go by the old email there, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. You can also catch us there as well. Discuss the sponsorship with you. No company too big or too small. Nobody is going to be turned away. We can discuss any kind of rate for you, any package you may have. Get a hold of us now. We'll work out something with you. We want to include everybody here. As we the champion of the little people here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We call this to push them back to blue, back to basics. So I want to thank all our sponsors out there and our blue packages, our true blue packages, and of course our royal blue sponsors, of course, Hanover Record Service and iRacing. Flag off of turn number 4. Green flag going to go back in the air. Kyle Surratt going to lead David Clymer, Jamie Massey, Josh Peacock, and RJ Klein now off of turn number 4. iRacing, flag, green flag, back over the field on lap number 5 and off of 4. Kyle Surratt now, after dominating the heat race just as David Clymer did. Those guys are going to go at it for the race lead, working now lap number 6 of 60 off of turn number 2. There is a wad of cars going on back there, about 3 wide. I see Eric Eichstadt to the inside. I believe that is the number... the 50, it's the 50, or I think it's 15 of Justin Pruitt, Josh Peacock, 61 car. Caleb Ramsey back there is a lot of race cars back there racing for 6th, 7th, and 8th going on. Good racing going on over the dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Pretty much quiet here so far up to the front with Surratt leading Clymer, Jamie Massey, RJ Klein. And how about the run early on for the 73 car of Stephen Moore? Stephen has found his way now up into the top 5, coming from position number 9, so that's a good jump there. 9th to 5th of the opening laps here through the first restart of the night is car number 73 of Stephen Moore, but it is all car number 18 of Kyle Surratt leading down the back straightaway. David Clymer, 2 car lengths in his rear, and at turn number 3, they both run the inside lane. You see Jamie Massey running there in the 3rd spot. He's got it danced more to the middle, as does RJ Klein in the 14. Good 4-car breakaway up front. Stephen Moore trying to make it even 5. Good race there for the 6th spot between Eric Eichstadt and I believe that Brett Rolls with 17, as those guys going at it toe-to-toe for position number 6. Josh Peacock also back there as well in that battle. So that's a good 3-car race for 5th, 6th, and 7th in the turn number 1 and 2, as it is happening all over this place right now. As I'm clicking back here watching battle after battle. This one here between Rolls and that blue number 12 Eichstadt Raps machine of Eric Eichstadt. They go door to door off of 4, and how these guys get that close or make contact, I will never know, but I am thoroughly impressed. Rolls going to hold on that position on the outside. Eichstadt going to drop back in line. Peacock will fall back in there. Good 3-car race back there. 5th, 6th, and 7th off of turn number 4. Up front, still Kyle Surratt, but these guys continue to dance back there, almost 3 wide off of 4. Now look at the run here. The 12th car of Eichstadt, he's going to look to the inside as we try to peek back through the field. Now Peacock, he's going to come to the low side of the 12th car. Look at how low Josh gets. Eric going to run more the traditional middle part of the lane. Josh Peacock, you don't want to hit the Ute tires, Josh. They are down there. We found them the other night, and we have, claimed that and the Ute tire generation here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, because those things do nothing but make you stop. You want to put them there to the turn going down there, put a wall there. Ute tires, no good. I'll fight with my buddy Todd over that all day long. That is my revolution here, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network here tonight at the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Working lap number 15 of 60. The race leader right now is at 18 of Kyle Surratt, but he's got company with David Clymer all over the back bumper there. Close enough to share the same piece of gum off of turn number 2 is now they go door to door for the race lead into 3. Clymer going to drive it a little bit deep into the corner. Looks like he'll complete the pass off of 4. So the new race leader is the 420 of David Clymer. Surratt for the first time now relegated back to 2nd. He was our quick time setter here tonight. He gets a little bit loose off of 2. That's going to allow Jamie Massey to go to the outside. They may go door to door once again off the 4th turn. Surratt versus Massey for position number 2 into turn number 1. Also RJ Klein's 14 car now going to make that a good 3-car race for that 2nd spot. But the new race leader, the number 420 of David Clymer, leading the field off of turn number 4, as I see our Facebook live chat has really pretty much gone pretty crazy. Got to thank Cameron James out there for the 25 stars there. Cameron, thank you very much. Rocky Backfield checking in. Great to see you as well. I see our buddy Mike Silva out there. Guys, thanks for all tuning in tonight live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Also think I saw Sam Perry out there a little while ago. Sam, as always, bud, thanks for tuning in. Great to have you guys all aboard. 420 of David Clymer continuing to lead now on lap number 20. But this race for second is a doozy in the turn number 3. Surratt going to make the power move around Jamie Massey. Jamie to come back to the inside. Almost a little slider being exchanged there for the second spot. They'll go back at it off of 2. So put the chicken, the steak, the burgers, the dogs. We are going to throw sliders tonight here at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's a battle with the number 18 of Kyle Surratt, the 62 of Jamie Massey. They touch a little down the front straightaway, opening the door for R.J. Klein to make a twofer move off of 2. Put the 14 back up the second. Surratt and Massey, they're going to try to fight back down low. Surratt pulling the pass out. Contact between the 14 and the leader. Now yellow flag going to come out of the speedway. David Clymer getting collected here in a contact with, I believe, the 62 car of Jamie Massey. Going to put us under yellow on lap number 23. And that one got away from it quickly as those guys up there racing for the lead. All of a sudden, it goes upside down and haywire as looks like Clymer getting contact from the 62 of Massey. And things look like Clymer may have got a little tad bit loose. It was the 18 of Kyle Surratt in the 14 that made contact there with the 420. 420 of Clymer and the 18 of Surratt making contact. Jamie Massey, R.J. Klein also getting a piece of that. So yellow flag on the speedway on lap number 24 of 60. Glad you guys have tuned in tonight live. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I see our buddy Eric Warman, Mr. Eric Tupper out there in the Facebook Live chat with 50 stars. Thank you so much, Eric. Those things go such a long way for us here, and we appreciate all the help we can get. Phil and Jack Attack here live on a Sunday night. We're also going to thank our buddy Mr. Todd Stanton. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on today as well. I think he may be out there watching and listening. Also, our buddy Ron Piles, our collective group of here that make up the Full Velocity Racing Network. And also, can't thank our contributors out there. Guys like Hard Motorsports, TDR Racing, Jack and Ron coming on here doing a great job for us. Also going to thank guys like Jim Revis at Evil One Graphics, Jameson Colbridge over at CNC Race Designs, all those guys. Josh Smith over at DirtSeries.com. He's done a lot of work on our cameras. So got to thank all those guys for all their contributions and all our other sponsors out there. We got guys like Montstar Productions coming on board. We've got Full Throttle with the Gent, our buddy Brendan Spadafora coming on with his new endeavor. So a lot of great things in the pipe work to come. A lot of great things going on behind the scenes, and you will see a lot of things changing. First up, the layout, work going on through our social medias. And now our iRacing flag, green flag, going to come back out on the racetrack with David Clymer and R.J. Klein, Jamie Massey, Brett Rose, Eric Eichstadt. Take the iRacing flag, green flag now off of turn number 2 and into 3 as it is going away quickly tonight here at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we have yet wrecking on the racetrack. A couple of cars getting together in turn number 3 and 4. We stay green. Now yellow flag does come out, and it may have been from the contact back toward the back part of the field. I think Jack got a better look at it than I certainly did off my live feed where I was at. So yellow flag once again presented by our friends over at Hanover Record Service. Got to thank them, and we'll throw it down over here at Jack. He's got our full velocity replay powered by BladeNode.com. Replay going up on the screen, and it looks like Brett rolls into the side of the 14 of R.J. Klein, and around goes R.J., and that's going to stack him up and put yellow flag back on the racetrack. It also looks like Caleb Ramsey getting a little bit of a piece of the brush as well, so that's going to put the 13 car back to the rear of the field. So we stack it up again, once again, under the caution flag here. Grassroots Racing. Look these guys up in the iRacing Simulation. A great league. RJ does a great job. This is a very special event, money event going on. These guys paid entry fee to get in. They are racing for a prize payout here tonight. Also a couple of awards, if I can go back through this yellow flag really quick and hopefully find it looks like we have Team H&L, one of our sponsors, $10 sponsor to our fast qualifier for Sunday's event. So Team H&L gives it to Kyle Surratt. That's going to be $10. He's going to win on the prize. Eichstadt Wraps also sponsoring Sunday's event with the Mid-Packer Award, so we'll get that here later on. So special thanks to Eichstadt Wraps for coming on board as a sponsor here tonight as well. So great events like this cannot be done without great people out there, and these are just two. The Team H&L guys, also Eichstadt Wraps, our buddy Eric Eichstadt. We thank all those guys for the support. Sim Racing, you guys do an awesome job and awesome service, and we are so thrilled to have these races aboard live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Your source for esports racing coming to you live tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I'll take a peek over to our YouTube side and see if anybody watching over there. I see you read that writing over there, but they are racing guy flag. Green flag returns to the speedway off of turn number 2. David Clymer going to lead Kyle Surratt, Brett Rolls, and Jamie Massey into turn number 3 and 4. As right away we put yellow Hanky back on the field. Yellow working just now to halfway mark. 31 of 60 on the board here tonight from a dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Modified Madness caution flag being thrown. This one looks like it may have been from the administration, so maybe something they didn't like on the restart, whatever may have happened, unless Jack finds something to show with a replay presented by BladeNode.com, but I do not see anything going amiss around the racetrack. If Jack does, he'll definitely yell at me. Look like it may have been one of those little games being played on the restart. Guys laying back, guys trying to get a run, and it looks like that's going to stack the field up. Start was waved off of a starter stand, so that's the reason for the quick yellow flags. I click on over here, and I think it's Yo Boy Scoob says it's Clymer time over here watching on YouTube Live with the rest of the crowd over here. Thanks for tuning in over there. There's a lot to cover, a lot to say. I see our buddy, the dictator, George Casto, has checked in the chat. George, hello. Thanks for watching us here live tonight on a Sunday evening. Happy Easter, all you out there watching here today. I celebrate a good day with the family up here in the Northeast. Great dinner prepared by my family this afternoon, and we settle in now with some dessert and a great round of Full Velocity TV here on your source for esports racing live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Coming to you live tonight, presented by our buddies at Grassroots Racing, Tennessee Backwoods Racing, Eichstatt Raps, and Team HNL. And great to have those guys all aboard for this very special event. Hoping to get the cash payout here in a little bit, as well as I know there was registrations being taken right up to about an hour before race time. So RJ Klein, all the gang over here doing an awesome job. Off of turn number 4, iRacing, I flag, green flag returns to the speedway. David Clymer going to lead him back into turn number 1. Jamie Massey going to make a big move for the 3rd spot. He's going to try to get underneath Kyle Surratt down the back straightaway. Lose a little bit of momentum as Brett Rolls in the 17. Going to try to sneak it in up high. Eric Eichstatt in the 12 car. They may make it a good 3-car race for that 3rd spot. Give that position to Rolls down into turn number 1. Massey going to fall back to the clutches of Eric Eichstatt and that Eichstatt Raps machine. He's going to pull to the low side of Jamie Massey. They go door to door off at turn number 4 for the 4th spot. 4s are wild right now, and maybe even we go further as another car entering the fray. That is Chris Brown, the number 19. Chris having a hell of a run. He's going to go 3 wide off of 2 under Eichstatt. Massey powering back around Eichstatt on the high side. 3-car battle there, almost 3 wide off of 3 and 4. Chris Brown making it dance down on that low side of the racetrack, getting it done here tonight in the dirt track, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now a race for the lead as Kyle Surratt motors his way around the outside lane around David Clymer in the 420. So Kyle Surratt, our quick time here tonight, presented by the guys at Teach HNL, put Kyle Surratt up to the race lead over car number 420 of David Clymer. Brett Rolls holding on for 3rd, but for how long? Because Jamie Massey is there. Eric Eichstatt in for 5th. Chris Brown, the 19, gets loose. Contact and a wreck over in turns number 3 and 4. Going to put us back under yellow flag as we put lap number 40 up on the scoreboard. Our 4th hit of a record service caution flag tonight. On lap number 40 in the replay, I think is going to show the 19 car of Chris Brown getting a little bitsy loose and has a little help there. Looks like help from a 73 or more, and I think it collected also the 61 car of Josh Peacock. Tough to tell from there, but yellow flag on the speedway for the 4th time. Replays courtesy of our friends over at BladeNode.com, where you can get 25% off your first monthly purchase, guys, and sign up for a year there with the web hosting and stuff, because that is a really good deal. Getting 25% off. Use promo code FVRN. What more can we say? 25% off your first discount. Head over now to BladeNode.com and check out all the great products they got. A lot of great guys over there as well. As we resettle in here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network, the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are on lap number 41 of 60 as I believe lights go out here around the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So you find your top 10 The number 18 of Kyle Surratt with the 420 of David Clymer. Brett Rolls, the number 17 is third. Jamie Massey, fourth. Eric Eichstadt in for a fifth spot. Sixth is Stephen Moore. Derek Dubree is seventh. David Blackbird running in eighth. Jim Revis in ninth. And RJ Klein. Going to run our top 10 as we rate the restart here this time. The turns number 3 and 4. Looks like the iRacing.com page truck surrendering its way in for cover off of turn number 4. And our iRacing iFlag green flag returns to the speedway with Kyle Surratt going to lead him into turn number 1 and 2. But David Clymer going to try to pull a maneuver down to the low side off of turn number 2 to make his bid for the race lead. And so far, so good for the 420 as he makes it move down low. As Tom was saying, is hub sucking down there, that 420, trying to make the grip happen. Pull up alongside Kyle Surratt. They make contact up at turn number 2. Both get a little bit loose and allows Jamie Massey up through the middle. And I think we have more contact behind because caution flag for the 5th time now coming out on lap number 44. Our 5th caution flag presented by Hanover Record Service out on the speedway. And trying to take a quick back to look to see where this one may have come from. As I believe it may have got the 16 car of David Blackberg, and tough to tell if there was contact there or not. We'll find out with the BladeNo.com full velocity racing replay there with Jack down in the booth showing it off, and I believe it looks like the 16 of Blackberg and the 21 of Revis making a little bit of contact. Blackberg going around, looks like he's going to come to pit road, and we'll see if the 16 car can't get that fixed. So got to thank BladeNo.com once again. Said their name quite a bit here tonight. Hope you guys will go over to their website now and check out all their great products here live on a Sunday night here. As I'm going to pause for about 30 seconds. We get prepared for a restart. I'm going to take a quick little sip right here. The mouth is getting a little dry. We'll let you live here. Roll around under caution here live on your source for esports racing. iRacing iFlag green flag returns to the speedway on lap number 48. So we're down to the dirty dozen left to go here in the Mon Mayhem race here for the Grassroots Racing Series here, money event, special event here tonight on an Easter Sunday, and they are racing for the lead off of turn number 4. David Clymer and Kyle Surratt going toe-to-toe. The lead up front, the 17 of Brett Rolls. He has worked his way now up to the 3rd spot. How about the run for the 53 of Derek Dubree? He's underneath Jamie Massey for 4th. He may look for 3rd underneath of Rolls off the 4th turn. How about the run for the 53 car? Down to the inside, Derek Dubree making things happen here tonight at the dirt track. The Charlotte Motor Speedway is 8 race door-to-door for the 4th spot. Massey versus Dubree in the turn number 3 and 4. Up front, it's Kyle Surratt and David Clymer leading the show. Brett Rolls in there for the 3rd spot, but this is a hell of a race going on back here for 4th with Jamie Massey and Derek Dubree. Also side by side, a little position behind them as well. I see Eric Eichstadt back there, as well as Stephen Moore, Chris Brown's 19 car, and Justin Pruitt in the 15. Justin having a really good run here tonight. Don't want to let that go by the wayside as well. Justin Pruitt in the 15 car up in the top 10 as well, as we're down under 10 to go. We are 3 wide back there now. Contact, and Dubree goes around. And oh, big hit there. Big hit for the 15 of Pruitt, and it looks like Chris Brown also getting involved as well in the number 19. A wild ride there for all 3 in turn number 3 and 4. Hanover Record Service yellow flag comes back to the speedway. BladeNo.com instant replay is going to show the story. 53 gets to the side of Jamie Massey. Around goes Derek, and then you wait for it, and a big savage hit comes in there from Justin Pruitt. Chris Brown also getting a piece in the number 19, as those guys had nowhere to go with a stacked up racetrack. Puts us back under caution flag yet again, as I want to say hello to our friends over on the Facebook Live side of chat. I see Ryan Underwood out there. Want to thank him for coming aboard Daniel Northcutt out there. Great to have you on the board. See a great turnout tonight out there live on Facebook Live. And I asked you guys earlier to help me out, liking our link, sharing our link, following our link. If you haven't done so yet, guys, get over to our YouTube page over there. Our channel, the link is live as well, loaded right on your screen. And click over there and give that page there on YouTube. Give our channel a subscription over there because we need to get our audience up on YouTube up as well. Also, go over to Twitch TV /Full Velocity TV. That link also posted there if you're watching on Facebook Live. And give a follow to our Twitch feed over there as well, as we're trying to get platforms up on all three up, allow us to do some exclusive programming to all three markets here. So guys, do us a favor. I don't want to let anybody be out in the cold here, but check out all three of our outlets there live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. As I see Sawyer Swatek has checked into the chat as well. Sawyer, great to have you out there. Happy Easter to you, bud. Great to have you out there watching here tonight with a very special edition of Full Velocity TV on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. As we're camped out tonight at the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and this time by lights will go out on lap number 56 of 60. So we are down to the nitty gritty. For all intents and purposes, probably the final restart of the night we are going to see in the battle for the race lead is going to be between David Clymer and Kyle Surratt on the front row. Brett Rolls and Derek Dubry scored third and fourth with Stephen Moore, Eric Eichstadt, Justin Pruitt, Josh Peacock, RJ Klein, and Stephen Radunes going to make up your top 10 as we get ready for our final restart of turn number 4. iRacing, iFlag, green flag returns to the speedway. And David Clymer going to jump on that throttle, be the first one to hit turn number 1 and 2. Surratt getting stacked up back there with Rolls and a couple of cars bouncing off each other off of a second turn, and somehow, some way, they get this thing all righted out. But at the line, Clymer is going to lead over Kyle Surratt. And then this race going on behind the 17 of Rolls is a good one as well. As RJ Klein's 14 car, he has worked his way now back up into the 4th spot. Him and that's 53, or is that, I believe it's a 53 car of Derek Dubry, or it's a 73 rather. 73 of Stephen Moore now racing up there with RJ Klein. Inside the top 5 is about to go to hiccups here. Apologize for that. Off of turn number 4. This time by, we're going to get white flag on the speedway. One more trip around for car number 420 of David Clymer. He enters and exits turn number 2 for the final time with 3 car lengths over the 18 of Kyle Surratt into turn number 3 and 4. The checker flag in the air. One more dash of the 18. The 420 of David Clymer going to pick up the win here in Charlotte for Mod Mayhem. 18 of Kyle Surratt will finish up second. Third will go to Brett Rolls with the number 17. RJ Klein for 4th. Stephen Moore will finish up 5th. 6th going to go to Derek Dubry. 7th to Eric Eichstadt. 8th to Justin Pruitt. 9th to Josh Peacock. And Josh Thomas at 22 gets a good solid top 10 effort. Caleb Ramsey will finish up 11th with Jim Revis 12th. Jamie Massey 13th. Chris Brown in 14th. Stephen Radunes 15th. And one car out of the race early was the 16 car of David Blackburn. Full field rundown here, sponsored by your friends at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight with a very live version of coverage live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. We'll talk to our top 3 on our post-race show for the Grassroots Racing Discord in about 30 seconds. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere on your source for esports racing. Back here live at your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network from a dirt track, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Mod Mayhem just coming to conclusion for the guys over here at Grassroots Racing, and we have made our way over to the Discord to talk to our top three. Of course, at Victory Lane, we will find David Clymer. Kyle Surratt will finish up second. And our third place finisher aboard Carver 17, our buddy, the Tennessee Tumbler, Brett Rolls. And Brett, you bring home a really solid top three run. Tell us about your night. You had a lot of good racing going on back there.
Yeah, I had some luck coming through the field with some cautions and cars getting together, but tried to get off the bottom there on that last restart. I tried to keep it down a little bit further than what I eventually got there. Me and Kyle ended up scraping door panels there, and the 53 ended up getting into the back of me. My intentions were not to, cause a dirty slider or anything like that. I thought I was leaving him enough room to come around me up on the high side, but uh, you know, my mistake to him, wasn't intentional, but other than that, car felt really good. The top side seemed to come in more and more as the race went on. So just tried to get up there and hold the throttle down.
Well, you did a heck of a job. But as you said, the racetrack really stayed really good. The high side really was where all the speed was, but you could also make moves down there if you had your car set up to run low. It was a really good race for the racetrack. 3 really good lanes. That really makes for some really, really awesome racing to watch. How much fun was that behind the wheel? That looked to be great.
Oh yeah, this has been a blast. Definitely some 2 to 3 lanes out there. Charlotte's not really one of my favorite tracks. I struggle here a little bit, but yeah, I mean, cars were making it work on the bottom towards the end of the race, and I had no idea how they were getting down there to make passes. I seen Clymer and Surratt putting on a hell of a side-by-side battle, and I was sitting there trying to figure out where David was finding all this grip on the bottom to keep even with him. But overall, track was pretty decent. Tons of grip all over the place, provided with a lot of good racing.
Well, Brett, it really did, and a great job by you, bud, finishing up tonight in the 3rd spot. So as we always do live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I pass you the mic one more time as a broadcast colleague of us as well. You know how this drill works. Friends, family, or sponsors out there, anybody watching, the floor's all yours, Brett. Happy Easter, and terrific job there, bud, with a great 3rd place run.
Oh yeah, happy Easter to you guys and everybody watching. First off, just want to say, congrats on the win tonight. And other than that, got to thank the wife for allowing me to race on Easter Sunday. And other than that, you guys for putting on the broadcast. Got to thank my team, Hard Motorsports, RJ Klein. He puts on phenomenal races, no matter what it's in, no matter if it's a league race or a fun run. So my hat's off to him and what he does over here for these guys. Also got to thank Caleb Ramsey. Without him, I wouldn't have even known that this race was going on. So, just want to thank everybody that was possible for putting this race on, and everybody watching at home.
Well, it was a lot of fun, folks. There you have it, driver number 17 of Brett Rolls. Great to have him aboard, and yeah, this race came together here, and I was really glad that we were able to put this on the schedule to get us available here on a Sunday night. As we also went further down here, I'm going to talk to the guy who picks up the Team H&L Hard Char or Quick Time here tonight. $10 prize being attached to the purse for the driver of the 18, Kyle Surratt. And Kyle, terrific run for you here tonight. You and Clymer, you guys went at it toe-to-toe for probably those last 30 laps there, exchanging sliders and racing hard for the race lead. Tell us about the battles there, because those were awfully fun to watch from up here.
Yeah, man. Clymer, he's a really good driver, especially in these modifieds at Charlotte. So we've had similar battles like this in the past. So I knew it was going to be tough to outrun him, and sure enough, it was. Right there, about halfway, we had a restart, and I decided to try the top, and it worked out for me. And then we had a caution again right after that. Showed him the line, and that was about it. He took the line from me, and I tried everything I could to get around him. Just wasn't enough.
Well, Kyle, I got to go back to qualifying because you put down a really, really quick lap to set yourself up there with a quick time this evening. But tell me how different your setup was for qualifying versus the race setup, because one lap here at Charlotte is one thing. 60 more, that's a whole different animal. How much different was that setup there from that qualifying run?
Well, quite frankly, this is a fixed setup race, so I don't, unless RJ had something in for the qualifying versus the feature, I don't think they were any different. It's just a difference in how you drive the racetrack. When Charlotte first starts out really heavy, full throttle around the bottom is going to get you a quick lap here. And these modifieds, you some people don't realize, but you got to drive them real sideways to be fast. At least it seems like to me anyway. So that's what I did.
Well, nowhere in my broadcast notes, I'm looking back through them now that I read the word fixed setup. But hey, sometimes even the announcers need education up here, Kyle. Thank you so much for that. But a terrific job out here tonight at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As I said to Brett, we're live tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV on your source for esports racing. So if anybody out there watching on this Easter Sunday that you want to thank, your friends, family, or sponsors, anybody else out there, the floor is all yours, Kyle. And once again, bud, congratulations on an awesome second place finish here tonight.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I think my mom's probably watching on YouTube there. So happy Easter, Mom. And like to thank Maverick Motorsports. They brought me on board a few weeks back here. And other than that, me, myself.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, sometimes you got to take these things to the driver's seat as well. And that's the number 18, Kyle Surratt. Did a hell of a job here tonight in Charlotte. Great job by him to finish up second. And we'll take the jump over the pit wall here and walk down to victory lane. And they say down here it is climber time. And that's where we find the driver of the 420, our buddy David Clymer down here. And David, terrific run. You and Kyle really went out there for the last 20 laps of that race. And you found your way up front with that lane, the track condition, held them off these final restarts, bud. Congratulations. Tell us about that run to the finish.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, right there at the end when I got the lead back, after he showed me the high side, like he said, after he went around me on that high side, like I was sitting still, and I went to the bottom. And I was saying, oh, I know I got to change it up. So I fell in behind him, and then I got the lead back off the slider, and I didn't mean for the rear of the car to slide up into him like it did. And I apologize to him for that. But after I got the lead back and I figured out the high line, I knew that's where I was going, and it was just really you got to finesse the throttle up there. You don't have to touch the brake really. It's just all about throttle control. 'Cause it was on a fixed setup, so.
Just by listening to you guys talk about how to get around one of these things, I feel like sometime, some way, I may be able to go out there and turn a lap in one of these things without wrecking myself. But watching you guys out there, unfixed setup here tonight. This racetrack looked to be a lot of fun to drive. Yes, at Charlotte, the top lane usually seems to be the dominant line, but there was a lot of stuff to be had in the middle side, and especially way down the extreme low side. I saw you make a slider down on the very extreme low side off the fourth turn. There was some grip down there to find this racetrack really stay raceable. 3 really good lanes. We have a really good race this evening.
Oh yeah, turn 3 and 4. I'm actually really good at. I've practiced this track a lot in 3 and 4, and I know how to get to the bottom really well and get a lot of grip down there because most people don't go all the way to the bottom. So there's always that fresh dirt that's always there. So I always try to go down there a few laps when I can to try to get a little bit more grip than everybody else, and it seemed to work.
I guess it's one of those cases you just kind of go where they ain't, and you did it right there. You did it perfectly. Pick up the cash prize here tonight. Everybody's racing for a purse here. I'm not sure if those numbers were even released to us yet, but we know you get the lion's share of the winner's purse here tonight, David. Congratulations. The Full Velocity Racing Network is live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So on this very, very much happy Easter holiday to you and your family. Congratulations, my friend. The floor is all yours. Thank you. We'd like to thank you for getting you tonight here in Victory Lane.
Oh yeah, I want to thank RJ for putting this on. Without him, we wouldn't be racing. So, thank you, RJ. Everything out there you've done. I want to thank Team H&L. It's where I'm at on H&L. Everything they do. I want to thank everybody that come out. What I'm saying that I know it's Easter Sunday, and God bless everybody. What I'm saying, for coming out and putting a great show on, and everybody.
Great sentiments there, and I could not agree with them anymore, ladies and gentlemen. There is your winner tonight, David Clymer, aboard car number 420. Going to pick up the lion's share of the purse here tonight. Mod Mayhem for the guys over here at Grassroots Racing. Got to thank RJ Klein for putting on this terrific event for these guys. Got to thank, of course, Tennessee Backwoods Racing, presenting sponsor here tonight, as well as Team H&L and Eichstadt Wraps. Got to thank our sponsors, of course, Hannibal Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, BladeNode.com, Montstar Productions, Full Throttle with the Gent, Hard Motorsports, TDR Racing, all the great cast of characters behind the scenes. So that'll do it for us here live tonight on your source for esports racing. For Jack Truin, Todd Stanton, Ron Piles, the entire cast of characters behind the scenes here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're going to wish you once again, folks, happy Easter. Have a safe and healthy evening, and we'll catch you back here live tomorrow night with a doubleheader. Back over to the Dirt Slinging Outlaws Pro and Super Late Model Racing action, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. You can find us live here on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Have a good evening, everybody.